but I can't take a car. I When I see it in videos, I'm just like, where are you parked? Are you paying attention? Like, especially if someone's driving and recording, I'm like, are you paying attention? Or if it's like pictures in a car, sometimes for a second I'm like, wait, are you in the driver's seat? Are you in the passenger seat? Like, you gamble with your life every time you get in a car. You gamble with your life, like way more than you would a plane, way more than you would a train, way more than you would a bus. Like, when I think about it, when guys are like, "Ooh, yeah, I have a car. Like, I can pick you up." That don't shit's dry. Nothing. Like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do with that? Do you have your bus card? Is it full? Like, I'd rather take the bus with you. I'd rather talk with you on the bus, listen to music with you on the bus, than go in a car. Like, we can rent a car. If you want to go to the beach, let's rent a car. They're cheap. It's like, or let's just take the train. Let's take a bus. No, I don't. Thank goodness in Spain, public transit is not seen as like lesser than, which, like, it's like little things like that in society that I don't miss from the United States. Like, I don't miss that shit. Just that ignorance. I'm like, here it's like a given. It's a given. That's like, yeah, public transit works. Like, what? Why wouldn't I take the train? Why wouldn't I walk? Why wouldn't I take the bus? Like, I see people in the United States as Wally people. Like, they're just stuck in their tin cans, going everywhere, just hoarding shit and consuming, and like, thinking about it gets me sick. You're paying for the car, paying for the insurance, you're paying for the gas. Yeah, I mean, like, that's three different payments for one thing. For one thing. No, no. It's literally slavery. It's literally, I think it's crazy. Like, there's no irony in life. I think it's crazy how the United States pushes down freedom with the car. Freedom with the car. Like, freedom to just go wherever the road takes you. But it's like, where did the tracks take us before? What do you think of that? The railroad built America. And it's not to say that trains weren't used as a tool in capitalism. All the Chinese Americans who died building the railroad out west, and the monopoly that the train had, like the what do you call that? The industry, I guess, but it was like one family. But yeah, trains got taken over. Trains were a monopoly. Trains were like, they are good, but they were run by people who were making a profit, and then they just got taken over by the aviation and auto industries. That's like a whole other history video. I can just like rant about that later. But it's all horrible. It's all racist, capitalist connected. It's all together. It's all together. I was seeing this video where someone was saying how we should, like, when you're disconnecting finally from this mass psychosis that we're like all in, and you kind of release yourself, and it's just like not an I don't care in the sense that, like, I don't care what happens, but in a sense of, I'm not gonna fret about shit I can't control. There's a bug. What the fuck was I saying? That bug threw me off. But that I don't care, but and just releasing, I think people get confused with that, and then just thinking of like, okay, you don't have to pay any mind to anything that's going on anymore, and that kind of apolitical crap that doesn't work. You know what I mean? It's like good people do nothing, evil prevails. kind of like that. It's like, okay, you gotta see. Let me light up. I've also been seeing a lot of videos talking about people's relationship with weed, and I know I made a video being like, stop blaming weed, and I did kind of, I made that as a joke, obviously. Well, not so obviously. I did make it as a joke in a way, and like a half joke. Like there was some serious in it. Like I don't think you should blame weed. Um, but I've been seeing a lot of people coming out of a place where they're, and this is a relationship with the flower. So I can't be like no, but they feel like it promotes mediocrity, and they feel as though it promotes, or it just doesn't let people. It lets people being okay with just like being a potato, being a couch potato. And bitch, I love potatoes. Okay, I love potatoes, and I see what they're saying, but I also think it's deeper than that. I think like if you are using the the plant as a source of escapism, if you're using it to numb, and I would be lying if I said I didn't do that either. But I don't do it every time. I really think you can have a spiritual connection with weed. You need to have intention when you smoke. Do I always do that? No. Sometimes I do it recreationally and just because I'm like, I want to smoke. Can I minimize that? For sure. But I do think that there there are moments when you can set intention when you're smoking and actually come up with amazing ideas, or just have a breakthrough in expression where it's like, what? Where sometimes I'm like, and I don't think that's any fault to me, where I'm like, I didn't think of that sober, but like, I think it's just your relationship with it. You shouldn't try to put other people down. I really think it's a big case by case. So many things are case by case. So many things are case by case. And we, as a people, as one people, we just love to see black and white when there are so many shades. I have a fan behind me because shit is hot as fuck. Like that's why I have a fake on right now. It's just so hot. Sometimes when I look at the flame, I've gotten too close to these before, and my hair just burns off. One time I was smelling a candle, and I started smelling and hearing like a, and I was like, what? And oh shit! And I was burning myself. Okay, good. I'm not getting. I mean, I don't think it's a problem if you get this on camera, but yeah. Yeah.
Solo le pido a Dios que el dolor no me sea indiferente, que la reseca muerte no me encuentre.
Yeah. I honestly really, really feel bad for people who are still in the United States. Like, I understand that globally we are experiencing what's going on um, with capitalism, like the whole world right now. Even China is not communist. You see what I'm saying? Like everywhere is dipped in capitalism muck and oil and tar. It's like thinking about still being in the United States if I was still there. And that's not to get people in desperation, like, oh my God, I need to get out, get out. But if you can, I highly recommend it. You will live your life. So, like, when I think about Spain and I see people here, and it's like, they have their own struggles too. There is the relationship with tourism is interesting because it's like in some places like Andalusia, that is the number one revenue. Tourism is number one. But at the same time, it's like you need to balance it out where if a city of 230,000 people are getting visited by 7 million people annually, you need to make sure that the people who live there can actually live there, can afford to live there, and it's enjoyable. And for the most part, it was that was the case where it was enjoyable. And like a waiter here, if they're making 1,200, if they're making 1,200 a month, a rent could be 800 for a 1-1, a 2-2, 800, 900. Don't even get me started about a 3-1. It won't even be a 3-2. It'll probably be a 3-1. So many houses here have one bathroom, but that's just something you gotta learn to live with. But it's like, it's just not affordable. But however, on top of that, layers, so many things can be true at once. The quality of life here, there's no comparison. There's no comparison. No. Quality of life here is exponentially. Like, on a bad day here is a good fucking day over there. You see what I'm saying? Like, a bad day over there would be hell unimaginable to people here. And I'm so grateful to have spent the time living in a pueblo outside of a city in Spain, because you get to see, I guess it is the simplicity. These people are so simple, but it's like, oh my gosh, I want to be there. Like, I just love the community that they have. I love it, love it, love it. And sometimes, like, I definitely feel like my family and I have been integrated for sure. But I feel robbed. I'm like, oh, it's not enough. Like, I'm jealous of my sister who's younger than me, who's going to school here. I'm jealous of her because I'm like, you are literally living what, like, she's in like the late 80s, 90s right now. Basically. In like terms that older people might be able to get. I mean, that sounds so wrong. But like, she can relate to my mom's childhood. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a lost humanness. Really, it really is. That's still here, and it's still abundant, and that's like as common as dirt. Like, these people, I love it. I just love how they see it as like there would be no other way. But it's like, no, baby. In the United States, all this is like dreamland. Like, people go to Disney to experience this shit. People buy this experience that they just have. And it all goes back with the car. Although I will say a lot of people do like use the car here. The infrastructure is not built for the car. Like, all these places are centuries older than the car. Like, the car came later. It was the second thought. Like, I should have taken a picture of it. There was a sign, and I was like, there's so many roundabouts here. They don't have like dangerous ass intersections and ramps that just immediately, like, you need to like, it's like, no. Roundabouts galore. Roundabouts are the way to go. Americans are just fucking stupid and don't know how to use roundabouts. But I saw this thing that was like talking to cars, like the sign that was talking to cars. It's like a yield sign, whatever. But it said, "Usted no tiene prioridad," and I was like, "Oh my god! Finally, someone fucking said it in writing." And that means you don't have priority. You don't have priority, and I just want that blasted everywhere. You do not have priority. Priority. Why did I say it weird? Yeah. When life is not based around the car, you experience life. It's crazy. Like, The Matrix is a movie, but I feel like The Matrix is a lot less scarier. This, whatever we call this, year 2026, much scarier movie. much scarier. Once you unplug, disconnect, but not just on top of that, I genuinely feel like the American bubble is something else. It's something else. Because, yes, it's a world thing going on right now, but it's just like when you leave the States, it's crazy. Like, they are not the good guys. They are not the good guys. They are not the good guys. That's all I gotta say. Not the good guys. I just want to get everyone out. Like, I just want everyone to take out loans, come over here, or wherever they want to go, but don't make it unlivable for the people who are already living there. Integrate yourself over there. See what I'm saying? Don't, oh my gosh, the amount of times I've heard Americans over here, I don't talk to Americans in Spain. I speak in Spanish. When I'm around Americans, I literally tell my family, I'm like, habla bien. No habla en inglés. ¿Qué? ¿Qué dice? No, no lo entiendo. No te entiendo. Like, I pretend. Because when you hear how Americans who are out, because it's privileged people who can travel usually. I've been privileged to travel, I can say that, but thankfully it's so interesting because traveling is the best way to educate yourself, and that's part of how I realized how cars are horrible, was leaving the United States and traveling and seeing other ways of life. But it's just like, it's weird how some people who travel and who are in these privileged spots, they just don't learn or just don't connect the dots or just don't care. It's like they see it so much, so they're just like, whatever. And they like want to go back home to the parking lots. They want to go back to the lots. I call it the lots. It's just parking lots and houses. And like, we're supposed to pretend that's peak. We're supposed to pretend that's innovation. Okay. But it's like, when you hear their conversations here, they're just like, why do I have to speak Spanish? Why do I have, like, what? Or they'll just be so judgy of whatever's there. Like, they'll be like, ew, a tortilla de patata? What is that? Bitch. Oh my god. Like, you are toilet paper that won't flush. You are just a clogged pipe, bitch. I'm like, oh my god. What? It's like the same thing they say to people, and it's because it's usually conservative people or just people who regurgitate conservative thoughts. Because it's like, I'm not even sure you people are actually political. I just think you just spit whatever your favorite podcaster or your parent says. Like, you just say whatever. But I get so worked up. Hold on. Let me hit this real quick. I get passionate about it. Can you blame me? Okay. I'm such a pussy with this too. It's like, people are like, oh my god, you smoke weed. But I'm like, girl, within the people who smoke weed, I'm like a pussy baby. I like take 2 hits and I'm like, oh. Like, I literally learned how to roll my joints, I think, this year. I'm a bong person. I didn't know how to do it before, but came out of necessity. I couldn't fly with my bong. But anyway, going back to what I was saying. These people who travel, it's so interesting how usually travel would be the best form of educating you about other cultures and other ways of life. But these people remain ignorant, racist, stupid, xenophobic, transphobic, homophobic. Because I hear the jokes too. Especially the college students. They be over here, and I hear the little fag jokes. I hear it. I can say that, YouTube. I don't even want to have to bleep that. I can say that. Come on. But, gets me pissed. And then they're going to go back home to their cars. They're going to go back home to their cars. They're going to go right back and right back in the Instagram library that they have in their aesthetic collection. There will be a car selfie pic, something with a car. It's like when I see it, I instantly get flaccid. I'm like, show me saggy grandma titties. That's what a car does to me. I'm like, but saggy grandma titties just meant that she had a fulfilled life. She might have been a mother, or she was just born that way. So there's nothing wrong with saggy grandma titties. But I'm just like, I'm so extra drama. It's like, is nothing enough? You are out of it. I am now out of the car life. I'm grateful every day, but it's like, I just want to share that with people. I think it's when I see the ignorance online and I see people like totally dismissing it, totally missing the point and not putting the finger on the problem. Like with the housing crisis, people do this all the time. The housing crisis, they're like, no, it's the rates, it's this, it's that. I'm like, it's zoning codes. It's racist zoning codes. Well, they're not, okay, they're racist, but it's also not just, it's not just inherently racism. Like, it goes into other things too. That's not this video. Oh my God, I almost like went into a hole. Yeah. But cars. This was my hate letter to cards, basically. Cars. Except Ruby. That was the name of my car. That was the name of my baby. She was a cutie. Like, there's no fun in a car. Like, I remember having to go to Walmart parking lots, parking garages, parking in random, like, oh my God. And it's like, okay, I can appreciate the memories and the people who were there, but it's like, babe, did you see where we were? We were in a car in a parking lot. We were in a parking lot half of our life, more than half of our life. I don't want that. That's not cute. And then when you find out what was there before those parking lots, whether that be a natural preserve, whether that be an Indian burial ground, whether that be a historic black commercial street, whether that be a whole neighborhood, whether that be, like, it just goes so much. And then it's like, how many ghosts are there? Ghost buses? Yeah. For all the ghosts in the neighborhood that were left there after the parking lot was put and whatever there was destroyed. See? Cars. It's horrible. It's actually horrible. So much space goes to fucking cars. I literally, okay, this will be my last thought and then I'll stop yapping because I'm scared for what this will be. It's like, I just want all the highways to be bombed. I said it right the first time. I want all the highways to be bombed. When it's like, oh, there's a threat coming to the domestic United States. I'm like, get the highways. Get the fucking highways. Bomb them. Destroy the highways so that they can be, demolition, since we're so worried about costs, since that demolition cost can disappear and destroy it and just reconnect the neighborhood, build a park, do something, not a highway. Rebuild something else. Like oh my gosh, they're literally widening the highway, the Dolphin Expressway in Miami right now, and they're building an ugly ass bridge. It's like, oh my God. I always check on it regularly in Google Earth, Google Maps, and Apple Maps. You got to check all three. Those are my three. Gotta check all three. Gotta see who's updated first. Usually, Google Earth pretty good about it. Usually. But, so you gotta check all three, and you'll just see it. That's how I check the bridge. I'm just like, oh, look, they're widening the highway. They're making downtown even more fucking disgusting. When you look at the history of Miami, it just fucking enrages you. But one thing to be happy is that it's the major city, the American major city that was founded by a woman. The only one. Don't ask me her name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. As a Miami native, I am sorry. Pero yeah. Okay. Thank you for just letting me talk. It's like this camera just look at me googly eye wanting me to tell it everything. All right. Oh, bye.